into home runs.
Ball is free. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
And that's a big-time play by this defense. You know when it's snowing, not only is it wet, it's freezing. Your hands are cold. You can barely feel the football. So if you can get to that football, put your hand on it, or rip that thing out, a lot of times you can force some of those turnovers. Great job by the defense.
Looking left. He's got an open man. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. Notre Dame lines up quickly. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
On first and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Lining up for the PAT. It hits the left upright, no good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He's going to bring it out from deep. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and...
A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. Alabama may always be built on the run, but these days they elevate with a high-flying pass game.
And great coaches evolve, and we've seen the evolution of this Alabama offense over the last several years, and it's not just run. It's not just eat clock. It is be aggressive, attack, make big plays down the field.
The give to the back. On the move is the 30. Running through contact. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. The offense set for a first down play. To the air. It's Milrow. They'll run the screen. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. You can hand it to him. You can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? Finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running.
And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bama!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 14-6. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Catch in the middle, it's Love. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Notre Dame right back to the line.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Connection to the right. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Nice catch there. You know, I think back to great Golden Domer wide receivers and Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket Ismail, obviously. How about Jeff Samardzija? There's a name you don't hear very much anymore, but he was awesome for Brady Quinn back in the day. And all those guys had the ability to win one-on-one. Their quarterbacks knew that if they had that matchup outside, they were going to take it. And I think...
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Irish! The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They got the touchdown, but now they want the 2 to tie this baby up. Trying to barge their way in. He's not going to get there as this defense stops the 2-point conversion attempt, and they hang on to this slim lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Henderson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Tide offense rolls onto the field. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, and this offense, it's been impressive just seeing how well they've been executing, too, because they're playing with a sense of urgency, David. They know they've got to go score a touchdown every time they take a field.
It's like a tennis match. You're just trying to break serve at some point, just back and forth. Both offenses having a lot of success in this football game.
Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. The give is to Miller. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding him the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Moves around to clear up the vision. He'll throw one to his right. It's complete. A huge pickup. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Running to the left. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over a hundo on the game, but this defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stopping that bad man.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second.
4th down and 13, and the offense is going to give it a shot. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
That is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the 1st down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe in you.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese,
fires one high and deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a 1st down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Leonard. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On 2nd down, looking to throw. He fires to the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. 4th down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, man.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run play action. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On third down, he drops to throw. Buying some time as he moves left. What a snag by the defense. Takes it the other way. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Alabama 14, Notre Dame 12.
Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. He'll bring it out. It's fourth. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Yeah, and I tell you what, a lot of times you roll your quarterback to the right or to the left, and in this case, the right, and you're trying to get him outside the pocket to buy him a little bit of time, get him off that spot, take some deep shots, and he missed, but it was a nice shot down the field.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Does this head coach not believe in punting? Does he think punting's against the rules? On fourth down, they'll throw for it. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Man, as a defense, you're like, oh, they're going to draw us offside. They're going to draw us offside. They're not going to go for it. They go for it, and you get the big stop. You set your offense up. You turn the momentum. This defense should be feeling really good about themselves.
Here comes that Alabama offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over and moving behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now it's second and goal. He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama! Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdowns.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious, he's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. I want to change something up, or maybe focus on that guy that's getting the football a lot and scoring.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense
Unloads it downfield. Makes the catch down the right side. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Big play for the Irish there, reminiscent of a Tim Brown or Rocket Ismail.
Yeah, and I'm glad you used the reference in the last 30 years, Reese. You know, just trying to find playmakers at Notre Dame, and Michael Mayer, obviously, in the recent years, was a guy that you could really, really depend on. Trying to find those golden takes, those elite players out wide is something they've been missing over the last several years.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And how about this? It's a strong safety who spins down in the box all the time and usually plays run. You can tell. Saw pass, diagnosed it, and went and got the quarterback on the ground.
He'll turn it loose out to the right. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Looking